Bigpin Radius. We have a special guest in the house, but before I introduce him, I want you to make sure you press that like and subscribe button to catch up with our future episodes. I'm your girl, Naomi Boy, the one and only. I have my girl Fresha here, and the one and only Bigpin, of course. And this one that I'm about to introduce, he is a super producer. He is an artist. He is the CEO of Pacho Entertainment, formerly known as Rapdamu. It's your boy, Naiboi. Yay! What's up, Naiboi?
What's up?
How you doing?
Naiboi is here to tell us about all the details in the industry, how he met Chris, and this episode is going to be so interesting because we'll be finding out about the different things that was happening in their friendship and in their collaboration as artists together. So Naiboi, tell us.
Pin, how'd you meet that?
You have to enter back to where we were.
Exactly.
Wow, I can't remember what to start from. But let me. Since we have a guest, and in our tradition, when you have a guest, you always let the guest speak first.
Yeah.
And there's always two sides to like every story. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be fair if I let Mr. Worldwide, a.k.a. Naiboi.
Yeah.
Karibu.
Asante. What's the question?
How did you meet? Like what year? Make the setting.
How I met your mother.
Yes.
Okay. How I met
How we met.
How we met was back in 2008, right? And I remember the time I was trying to come up because I was still going under the Rapdamu brand and it was not popping. So just being keen in the industry, I had seen who were connectors at that time, the big names at that time. So I said, you know what, I'm working on a project, let me call ABCD. Someone said, just to help me push my brand. And I can't remember how I got Chris Nambake. Bigpin, I didn't know him as Chris.
Yeah, you knew him as Bigpin.
I knew him as Bigpin. So I remember I called him, I have a beat and I'd like us to collaborate. And just asked me location in Wapi. I think I explained what he came on a Sunday.
Wow. But let me ask you, were you a fan of his before? Like before that? Did you listen to his music or?
First of all, confession is when I started paying attention to music in this industry, nilikuwa nimekuja na mentality ya kina DMX, Dog, like those were the rap that me I understood.
Yeah, because we were all into Western
music. So then on the radio nikasikia Joe I heard Black Rob's song War.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, these guys are jacking this other guy's song.
Yes, no originality.
So I was like against Kenyan music at all.
What? Are you serious?
Until one day I'm listening to the radio, then nikasikia Leo ni Leo.
Yeah.
The way that girl was flowing on that track, it blew my mind. Kumbe Kenyans can do.
And rap.
Now I saw it because this was so original for me. So that's how I got to pay attention. Now I started listening to more Kenyan music, and that's where now he comes in because he also had a big song during that time.
Yeah.
They started off with this brand Bigpins. So with all that, so when finally I was doing my project, I said, let me holler at Bigpin. So he came through, and I remember I played the beat for him, he liked it. I think I had the hook.
Yeah, you had the hook
and the
verse.
So, first of all, I'm starstruck, of course. It's Bigpin, he's parked his car, hapo inje, I don't have a car, so you can amazing. Then I remember in one of his songs, he said, I smoke Marlboro ndio lebo ya sigara.
Embassy Lights ndio lebo ya
sigara. Embassy Lights. And that's what he had. So I'm like, instant exactly what
he's doing.
He's living. Okay, this is how he's supposed to. So I'm playing the song. Alikuwa na kabuka hapo, sipe kwa dari ama ndio writing yako ile.
True manze.
The poetry book was talking about.
So those days there are no phones to write lyrics on.
So you had to actually have a notebook.
A notebook, yeah.
So he's writing. He's ready. He comes in, splitting. We're done. I'm happy. He leaves. And now I have a funny story about that. Let's continue. Pick it from there. I know I'm going to get
So Naiboi calls me.
Were you like, who's Rapdamu?
Sorry.
At the time he was
Yes,
Rapdamu, were you like, who's this Rapdamu?
Definitely.
disrespect.
No, because I didn't know him. I didn't know who he was. But it was, to me, it was interesting because I'm like, what? I'm actually that cool. People are looking for me to do a song with them.
You didn't think of that at that point. Like,
At that point, I was like, wow, like this is nice, So someone wants to be with me in this space, You get.
Were you skeptical, or had you had buzz of Rapdamu? Like in the industry, you hear of people?
No, honestly, I hadn't.
Oh, you hadn't.
A leap of faith.
We took that.
Honestly, I had it because even there was not that much exposure there. There was
no social media.
There was no what. So you only know people who
in the
are
circle.
just who maybe people who like to see like the videos or what you see. So it's very hard. The only thing you used to do is Facebook profiles were everything. That was like not the whole thing. So Facebook makes pictures. Like, is this guy in the studio? Okay. And he posted, that was the only thing which could use. So I think that's what I actually did. And I remember like
you went to Facebook to research and see who Rapdamu was.
So like, this guy is actually a producer. And he's also telling me he wants to do a song, he's also the producer. I'm like, what? This guy must be on a different whatever. So I remember we arranged on a Sunday. And I remember it was those days I bought that time, 2007, a year just before a
year before you just started?
I think like a year before I just bought my car. That was my first car in 2007. So we had done some campaigns. At that time, having a car
was a big deal.
big deal.
It
wasn't like nowadays it's a normal thing. Just owning a car was a big deal. And actually owning a car which you've gotten money off music, not like
other side,
not a side thing. No, it's actually off music. So it was like a big deal. So even me, I'm like, hey, let me go show off my car. I'm 22. Let me go show off my car. Let me go meet this guy who's an artist, who's a producer and an artist. So we go to we get to the studio. He's a chill. He's like an extreme introvert.
Really?
Yeah, kind of shy.
Yeah, he's not a guy who needs a lot. So even me on my scale, I'm like, I don't know. So, the first thing is always, okay, let's listen to the song, because that was like the main agenda.
As artists, you come
because we don't know each other.
I have a question. Like when you came to the studio,
what was your impression?
It was in the house.
Yes. It was
like a bedroom. What were you thinking?
I know.
What was your impression?
Imagine nothing really. I was just interested to meet this person.
The person behind the music.
The person behind that. I wasn't interested in whatever.
And we've all come from far. Like we know about the studio and
everyone.
Come on, if you don't.
Everyone, that was
as an upcoming artist, you have to start from like way.
Yeah, definitely. And to me. So we checked in. So that was my impression. There was no I think like I'm a nice guy.
Because me, I'm not in Ogopa. So what I was thinking of Ogopa studios
was something huge, massive.
Something huge, massive. So you actually come into this small space and like, okay.
Yeah, and then I became a friend of.
You thought he's a humble guy,
Who he is. That's
right. So this guy didn't talk much, so it was even him is more professional. It wasn't more about chit chat. Like, we're here for business. This is the track, So he sat down, played the track. So I remember I was sitting, if I'm not wrong, was that room blue?
Blue there, I think I paid it was there.
It was blue. Yes, I remember it's blue. So I remember it was blue, and we were sitting on the computer on this side. So I was sitting on this side. And
you were on this side. Yeah.
So that's where I was seated. So I had the track. I'm like, hey, okay, this guy actually, like that vibe is actually dope. It's actually dope. So he told me, can you write like a verse? And I'm like, hey, dog, I'm game. Fuck, let me even write now. Right now. So he sat down. So of course now I listened to the track. wrote the verse, went and recorded. So I want to chomoa disclaimer. So I don't know, should I chomoa his disclaimer after he says?
After I'm saying it.
Tell your story.
After I've finished my side of the story.
So anyway, so like we finish and we're both, like good with the song. You like it, yeah, you like it, like it's good. I mean, I like it. It's dope, you get, you just do your thing. You want to release it, let me know, because it was a song featuring me. It's like, it's cool. So we just parted ways and it was low. Like respectfully, there's nothing really more, so we just waited for now the release of the song from there.
Did you guys release it? What was the song called?
Yeah.
I don't know how we released it. Those days I didn't know anything about releasing music. We just put it out on the internet that time. So I think that's exactly what I did. I didn't even follow up on that. Anyway, so on that topic, so after he's done, I'm like, hey, this verse is amazing because I saw him wrote it. So now, years passed. I mean, I think I was in a matatu. I'm hearing a jam with the verses
Yours.
that he wrote for me.
Oh,
So I'm thinking, this DJ has mixed my song
And
with.
what?
Then I'm hearing different words. So actually, he stole beats
What?
of. I'm like, this is 2000.
This guy.
This maybe 2012.
This is the same song you recorded.
Yes, he used the verses on another song. So I'm like, but I saw you write it.
So how is
there?
Oh my
But
God.
I saw you write it.
So you felt betrayed.
I felt so betrayed. And I held it inside. I remember last week.
Yeah. Like 2 weeks ago.
Last week.
As recent.
Yes. I think it was 2 weeks
I
ago.
was like, Pim, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta hash this out.
All these years.
Yes. I was like, no, there's something I need to tell you. I've been carrying it all this time.
Because you're an introvert. You're an introvert. Nobody was gonna say
I'm
anything.
like, why did you do your bro like this?
Oh my gosh. And what was going through your mind? Why
All
did you do
those
that?
years. Yeah, why would you do that, Finn?
Well, there are always 2 sides.
So he goes like, what do you mean? Which song? So we actually look for that song. We find it online. He plays it. He remembers the song we did. Then now he's like, I'm telling him this part you stole. Imagine it's his. I'm saying you stole your own. So I'm like, this part you stole. Just like, yes, I remember this. I wrote Mr. Lenny's song.
Are you serious?
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh. And why didn't you approach him earlier? What made you not approach him earlier?
I think, remember during that time, he was
Big artist.
and I was coming up.
Yeah,
Of course, there's respect, there's fear, there's always that. So coming close to someone is hard. But as time went by, I was meeting different friends who were my peers, like Christophe. And now just to find out that Christophe also is his friend. So now
So
we
you have
come back,
mutual friends.
so we connected.
Did you feel like any animosity towards him? Like when you see him in the streets, were you like, I know what you did?
He's not original.
No, it was not that deep.
Okay,
Because
okay.
sometimes you have to understand that it's art and there are people who are going to do you like that, like my friend. And so once you have that, you're like, it's okay, it's okay.
And some artists just recycle
Yeah, but
Yeah, you recycle your own music.
yeah. Maybe he had so much pressure that day. Maybe he had my verse panic. You never know. So maybe I'm the one who made it go that way. So
I like that one. There's always that beat.
Have you guys ever performed together? Any performances you can remember?
Let me give my side of the
Okay.
story.
I invited you for that launch. Did you show up?
Drama.
Yes, I invited you for that. I called you for the record. The record was in an album.
Yes.
I launched it at Museum Hill. You were on that poster. Did you show up?
Ooh.
Oh.
No, I remember I wasn't there at dance. I remember when they did that song. I was doing my tour.
Did you tell them that?
I remember that.
Like, let me stop
What
it.
year was this? What year was
2008.
2000? It was the same year you were stealing lyrics, huh?
It was the same.
Yeah.
Stealing is only.
Feeling so.
Chris, like
From me to me.
Yeah.
From me to me.
Oh,
Man. Can I give my side of the
Yes.
story?
the side of the story. Yeah, there's always two sides to the story.
So So I'm writing. Wait, let me start from the writing. Because now you're saying that he saw me writing. So I was writing. So I wrote those lyrics and actually wrote them there.
Okay.
That song. The part of getting beats of like the new favorite song, that's true. Like, but those beats didn't come from that. That was like the originator of the style. So I saw like some of them was like, this song, it won't be that big.
It won't be that big.
You know, it won't be that big. So he won't. I don't think like he'll really know. He won't like really find out.
So you had already known that the song is not going to do what you.
Yeah, because it's like I mean it's an okay song, but there are logistics to pushing a song, which I know it won't be pushing that time, you know. And I know it was his song. We didn't do a video for it, whatever. And those days, so it's like it won't be really that big.
I know.
You had no faith.
No faith. So it's like he'll never know,
So let me just write the same lyrics.
Let me just pick, but actually picks from there.
The word is using. Let me just Yeah.
So you just pick like
So the song which I did later, I picked from there. You get? So the songs which are coming out later, which now of course later now the music is more evolved, it's more whatever. So like music can get to someone way quicker.
Yeah.
Then now those are now the ones which now
He's talking
now he's
about.
telling you that he had in the past like, see this is the same line, this flow I had it's in my whatever. So that's how it happened. So I picked from that song, I mean from there and used it because my creativity was like it got to a point where when I was doing when like I used to write so much, so I'm like since I've written so many verses, like sometimes even forget which ones you used. Sometimes when you get excited because you just want to flex a verse,
Yeah.
even
And
though
that's
you just want to flex a
what
verse somewhere and there's in a studio and the other musicians like just do something like let me just write a verse which I've already written, then I use that verse. Like they never, like,
So you get writer's block, huh? Because sometimes like you get writer's block.
Definitely,
You have to like pick and choose what's from
which
songs
ones.
that didn't hit, and you put something.
I don't think that's the solution for writer's block or stealing your own things like you did.
But you get to a point where you're blank.
You get to a point where you're blank.
So how did you get over that hurdle to come back together again?
Like I said, it is not hard. I think something like that. It's just something that I had inside. I feel like because I realized, okay, like we've connected on a different level right now, and from what I'm getting is like he's transparent with me.
Yeah.
So I'd not want to be the one holding something in this transparent relationship that we try to have at this level of our lives. So like, let me just be honest with anything that's bothering me. So if he has something not so clear, then we just move.
with clarity. It's clear now. Another version of me. See more clearer now.
Do you guys have any plans for the future? Any music together?
No, you make it sound like you guys are.
Together, like
No.
I mean, is Naiboi? Are we ever gonna see a Naiboi and Bigpin collaboration?
Or after hours again.
Yeah.
I don't know even.
I mean, after what you did
after all the verses, like, by the time we release this song, we have to listen to all his songs to make sure he's not picked any of his songs. That's a good way to market yourself. That's a good way to market yourself. Like you make guys refer back to you on your own channel. Like we just go back to his channel. Just listen, just getting views.
But a collabo, like a tour together, because you guys look alike.
I like that you throw that in so randomly.
You know,
Me, I've had a lot of people say this. Like, when a Naiboi mnafanana
no,
sana.
it's true. You look alike. Yeah.
So we have another brother called Blinky Bill.
Yeah, Blinky. Oh, Blinky. Like almost. But so you guys met, like the music brought you guys together. But like, were you guys friends outside? Did you have a relationship outside of music, like family, friends, like what?
I think that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you
mature,
you're getting a bond outside the music.
Like it's good vibes, man.
Yeah.
More reliable musically.
right now we're not pressured to do songs together, so I know there won't be that thing of stealing.
Exactly.
Now it's just like
It's more real. It's just
support and
genuine.
friendship.
Grown past
And you have
that.
common interests.
Same values, same kind of like backgrounds in terms of how like we are raised. So the son brings, you know, so people join together. He's a family guy, you know. Like this is so interesting. This is what I found so interesting. He calls his son Dad, and his son calls him Dad.
They call each other.
So they call each other Dad. So his son calls him, "Hey Dad, are you going to watch TV today?" Then he calls his son, "Hey Dad." So I found that such a whatever thing. That's such a dope thing, you know. So like you take care of me, I take care of you. You know, it's like that kind of. That's what I felt. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. You got me and I got you. You know, Dad. That's so.
Is it difficult juggling fatherhood and being in this business?
There was a time I'll tell you it's not because it's one and the same person, but that's a lie. You have to prioritize your family. You have to. Don't be like saying there's a balance when there's not really a balance. Family comes first. And that's just how I feel now. Maybe I wish I felt the same, looked at it the same before. But right now, I've come to understand that family first, then everything else is spoiled.
Was that because of Corona you had to stop and think?
Corona really stopped so many things. You put everybody in a place where you really need to
You had to reevaluate your life.
come out of the bubble, do whatever ABC. So,
And how did that affect you, like this period last year? Were you affected
of course, I was. Biashara, I think everybody, almost everybody felt something. And that's why I even took a break, went to the States, stayed there for a while, just needed time to reflect and think, and just when I come back I knew I have different energy.
We talked a lot during Corona time.
We really, in the morning, 6 a.m. when he wakes up, he calls me. I don't know, Bisangapi, when I wake up, I call him, he picks up, it was crazy. So,
What made you connect?
Just talking about the general things, just life.
I think, just like you say, it's life. It pulls people together. When you have the same meaning,
The same values.
it just puts you together.
You get sometimes irritated, like you've done so many hits, produced so many songs, and then when somebody sees you, the first thing they say, 2 in 1, sing the same song over and over.
Be honest.
Oh my God.
True. It's a good question.
Because sometimes it's like I've done other things and people are just stuck on that, probably the hit, the biggest hit you have. You get like
there are times when, to be honest, you feel like it's too much. But then again, you have to understand the job. That's the reason why Atamekuja Kwako is because of that. So you need to deliver at all times. Yes, because you might see yourself as Michael, but then they see you as Naiboi.
And that's it. That's the only person they have.
Michael is not feeling it.
you have to just put on your game face on and
whatever I'm selling is not that special, and there's an another Bigpin.
yes,
So you always have to have your guards on at all times.
Hey, your son, does he want to get into the music industry? And if he does, like, would you let him? Would you allow him? Or even support him?
I feel like I'm lucky enough he loves football. Yes, because I know the struggles that we're still facing with the Kenyan music industry, and I'm just praying that we can fight it now, so by the times, because he's still young, so when he switches up to, okay, me I want to sing now, it will be in at least a better place.
Yeah.
Is he interested? Does he know your Naiboi?
He is very interested in music.
He knows all the playlists.
Are you
like he sit
serious?
and just like just play, like he play all the dope. There's a new brand. He's like his son is a cool kid. Like
Imagine they have conversation with Bigpin. At least that song is whose.
Yeah. Who's that song and it's by who? And you have to, instead you have to answer him and you have to give him the correct answer. Don't just play with him at those answers, but just let him to go away. And just tell him so he can go. Like you have to give him the facts of what he's asking for. Who sang this song? And I was told it's this.
And the funny thing is, actually, the same song is playing on his playlist. Bigpin has it in his playlist. Really, that blew my mind.
Like he knows that
He understands.
He understands like the game already, and he understands music.
So he just understands.
No, he's aware of it. Understand is a different thing.
Yeah.
Because if he knows, like, you can sing to them, be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like when I was in the States, did you see Lil Wayne?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
By the way, did you make any inroads in the States in terms of?
Now you sound like my son.
No, like no, in terms of
Like I'm pressured again.
Like you're back at this
I'm back to
again,
that,
man.
yeah. But yeah.
like
They-
anyone you want to connect with, networks.
Of course
Were they
we did.
open to?
Of course, the ones we were able to, we did, and there were emails shared. I'm just waiting for response. And I can't lie to you, at the A-list guys, we spoke to them. So if you see Diamond speaking to in a picture, you have to respect.
Yeah, because it's not
It's
hard to
not
get-
easy.
It's not easy.
Very true.
Because more na hizo comments ati you guys go to the States,
Mnafanya
unapiga
nini?
tu picha hapo nje,
Yeah,
wenzeni wako America wanapiga picha na because they put in the work and the support and the structure maybe might be there.
Yeah.
But us Kenyans, we're still working
On the
on the
structure.
structure.
How do you feel like government can better help you guys? 'Cause, like,
That's conversation.
That's a conversation for a whole other day.
There's so much which I feel it. I personally feel that we should start from the structure of just the general body of MCSK, for example.
Yeah.
I just mentioned that. Because you see, at the end of the day, we can't, everyone has, we have to work under a certain structure. And
Yeah.
the structure is already
Right.
there. Starting to build a new structure, starting to whatever, it takes it's a lot of whatever. So can we work on this
On what
structure?
we
But the
have.
problem is the structure which is there is already
Corrupt.
too
It's
corrupt, you know.
It's
I wish
corrupt.
to just get
Let's
away
say
to,
that.
it's crazy,
Yeah.
you know, there's nothing happening. Like I even tried to sign in the other day, they had an annual meeting,
Yeah.
you know, like on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I went online, you know, it's like, let me not say that I'm never interested in this, let me listen to what you say, you know, let me try and understand. I'm just like, everything is already pre-arranged. It's like, who's voting for this? So we're thinking, so have you
Yeah.
agreed on? Okay. So we've agreed, we've
Yeah.
agreed. Like that's how the conversation goes.
Yeah.
There's
I don't
no-
even know why they
yeah, it's just there's like they follow
policy
protocol. No, they follow protocol, but
But
in
they
their
don't
way.
implement any policies that
Yeah,
they've
just
done.
in their way. Like
Yeah.
they find a way to in their way, but it's in the protocol. So it just needs a whole
Overhaul.
thing. I don't know. I would say that I understand the intricacies of what needs to be done. I don't know what needs to be done, but that's not really my work. I might be interested, but it just the people who just needs to. The whole system needs to just change.
Yeah.
You know, the
Honestly,
people.
they just need new management.
Yeah.
A whole new set of staff. But
That's conversation we always have, and just continue having.
Always. So, any funny stories to tell us about Bigpin or
I
vice
know.
versa?
Give us some juice.
I think I'd rather hear your story.
No, you're our guest. Okay?
Nice.
I'd rather hear your funny story about Bigpin.
Oh my God. Then I know you have one. I know
You know, and I've actually tried even before, like I was trying to have this conversation. Like we had this conversation, and we have, you see, like we have stories. We have funny moments which you can't really say it's a story. It's like you can see something, or you can connect in something. We can just see something like, hey, you've not, it's just a moment. So it's not that you wow, let me sit down and tell you a story.
Yeah.
You know, Jana, I went to town. Then I went it's always more of moments.
Moments.
Yeah.
You've
So,
had like good moments together.
just like at the same moments, like like you get what I'm saying, like it's that, like so it's that kind of moment. So stories will just come because we're getting closer than before now. Okay? So stories always come.
Yeah, I know.
This is a story.
Yeah, this interview is so genuine, so real.
Yeah.
The feeling that I'm having, and I wish all interviews are like this. I just feel like it's so genuine.
There's no
BS behind it.
No script, no malintentions.
It's the space also, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the space. The space is warm. Mabonen has a good
We are
setup.
fed.
We've been fed.
I know, by the way.
The wings are the best.
Those wings were pretty good.
They've 8 like different whatever wings. So the
Yeah.
ones we had today were
Parmesan, garlic parmesan. Garlic parmesan.
Garlic
Chicken
parmesan.
wings from
Papa
Mama.
John's.
Parmesan.
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 Parmesan
Yes,
and Kenyan style, right?
and Kenyan style.
Kenyan style.
No, those were the gin.
Oh, gin.
Gin
Oh, Kenyan
honey.
style is what? that's where they have a time. You still have 4 more.
We still have 4 more.
Maboneng.
My bonang coming through with the chicken wings.
I wanted to know, like, have you ever had a song you produced for someone else and you're like, damn, that's a good song, I should have kept it for myself? Or you, have you ever done a song like this?
Yeah, I've always had a feeling for, wow, that song is so nice. I wish it was mine.
Yes, but not that I produce. Because when I'm producing for you, I want you to win. But if it's someone else,
That's the thing about being a producer. You know, that's a different thing, people. Being a producer and being an artist
it's two
is
different
two
things.
different things. You know me, I'm more of an artist only.
Yeah.
Being a producer, I know sitting with my producer, just sit down and just try pick his brain. These are two, like for you to have both. It's like you have 2 minds, like you have 2 gears. Because you know, like me, I sit from
That's
one
an
side.
artist.
You know,
Yeah.
like there's that, like there's like a yin yang.
Yeah.
Balance.
No, producers do all the work.
Yeah.
All the
They
work
do.
when it comes to
They
the songs, basically.
The direction of it, the sound of it, you know, like, and once you know, like, can you tell this is gonna be a hit? Or sometimes it's just like you
I
just
think it's
feel
the
it.
feeling.
The
It's
feeling.
Sometimes too overwhelming mpaka your confidence inapanda unasema itakuwa hit because you feel it. But you can never be 100. I don't know, me from my, I can never be 100% sure.
Like it surprises you, like the
It
way
it surprises
that song went, you know, it
Yes.
surprises you. Like,
Yeah.
So nowadays, do you produce any of your songs? Like, do you make any beats? still?
The last song I produced was Black, the one we did with Nashinsky.
that was a good song.
So
Oh, you produced? Okay, nice.
Yeah. So when it
Guys
calls
always do
me, I
bangers
do
nowadays.
it. It doesn't. I just use because I also like to give opportunities to people. That's what has been like my safari. So most of the time, work with young producers.
Upcoming artists.
A lot.
Is there anyone like you're feeling like in your campus?
Like Baseman, I have this new producer called Baseman. He's really working hard, and I know on the time.
Baseman, bad man. Baseman is a bad man.
Yeah.
You don't know Baseman, people.
I'm about to experience Baseman.
Baseman is the best.
There's the girl group, Banbeka, we have Katumbari, who is here with us.
Barry in the building.
Yeah. So, we are solid, you know.
Nice.
That's what I'm following now, imagine. Like I'm trying to. Now it's so funny that how he looked up to me then. Now
You're
I'm
looking up to him.
And I'm like, wow,
That's so
that's what I
dope.
want to follow.
Like, you know, you got like the way.
That's dope, but he never told me that.
Oh, look at that
You know, like I
confession.
like that. No, I like that's building a structure.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
under the whatever. That's that's something which I want to do. So
The student has become the teacher.
Yeah, that's how life is.
It
You know,
is,
that's how
it
life
is.
is.
You
Yeah,
know,
you
You're
learn.
constantly learning.
You're constantly learning, and you have to accept to learn. You need to learn.
Yeah, you do.
You know,
You
you
do.
can't be
That's
stuck
smart.
in a certain mindset.
Because people come up with new ideas and new ways
All
of
the
doing
time.
things.
Yeah, you have to adapt as well and keep up with what's happening. Do that.
Yeah.
That's dope. So you guys are gonna do something like major soon. I keep asking that because
That
I'm
question
like,
is very.
I keep asking
We'll
that.
see what we have to do.
Who is one of your favorite artists that you've worked with in Kenya besides Bigpin? And I'm gonna ask you the same besides Rapdamu.
Is he easy to work with? He's easy to work with.
Very, he knows exactly what he wants. And you know, the funny thing is, most of these people that I work with, I'm always the one who's feeling like an underdog in the group.
So
But
you
they
want-
always come so humble that they always allow me to just be myself. That's why I'm saying they're my favorite. That's why I'm such a Nashinsky. Because people say, you know him, he has the, you know.
Yeah.
But when I'm working with him, it's like I'm running the train, like he's listening to what I'm saying, you know. And that's how you build each other, you know.
Yeah.
The other guys is Sauti Soul. I work with them so many times, only that people don't know. Some of my songs, I just call them, okay, write this verse for me, okay, write this hook for me. So I've worked with them in so many songs, people just don't know. So they're very easy guys to work with.
Yeah.
Very.
Have you had someone you're like, I'm never working with that person ever again?
But on a different feeling.
Yeah.
Not like they're hard to work with in the music.
Yeah.
Just on some different vibes, you know, like your vibe and my vibe.
Yeah.
We vibed, then I realized we were not vibing.
Yeah.
I realized you are not vibing.
Yeah. I got vibed. You know?
Vibe.
So there are situations like that. Who else? I don't want to say Van Becker because they're so close to the team.
Yeah.
I'm just forgetting. Fena.
Oh yeah, she's phenomenal.
I love
She's phenomenal.
Smooth.
her vibe.
She's in.
I'm in awe when she's in the room.
Yeah.
Fema is just good.
I don't know. It's always
She
good, you know?
is. She is.
Yeah.
She is.
You feel the same with Fena?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you've always said that.
It's even
Yeah,
she's
I
just
say that.
she's just her heart is just so warm and
Just
pure.
chill, yeah.
She's just very she's not fake. She's very real and she's just so humble. She's such a great person. Like
So
in person.
Fena is also a vibe.
Nice.
Yeah, just doing a few. The ones I've forgotten, they're also vibes.
That's right.
That's I ran out, so the idea
What
is
we
also.
feel.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who's been sipping like this.
As we've been drinking it.
I know.
We've been drinking it. Drinking finish. Start to end.
That's nice. That's nice. So what's your what are your plans like in terms of Pacho or in terms of Naiboi? You know, as an individual and for the company.
For the company, of course, the major goal is just to be relevant enough to one day set up a system that I can go sleep knowing my son is making money by the minute.
Yeah, that's a good one. Legacy is important.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to work on with the logo, and it's hard and it's not hard. We're just seeing doors open, and I'm so not happy because of COVID, but I'm humbled because I've learned so much, you know, through this difficulty, through this storm, and I've used so many learnings from that. At least, and I see kuzipiga kifua chipya all for me. Just sitting with you guys, I can hear what you're saying, and I
can
pick
catch the
something
vibe,
and just internalize it, lead to something else that's better, that's gonna better me as a person. And those ideas will come from a different space now because the mind is open. So even for my brand, I'm looking at things different. I'm bringing in teams of guys with different ideas, something that maybe in the past, you just say, you know, everything is working, let me do it by myself. It's been working.
It's been working.
But since then, nikuja nikasema, kumbe there's a portal here.
You understand teamwork.
So I'm seeing so many, so I'm just picking up and
That's important. Yeah. Because collaboratively, I like the way people are supporting each other these days.
Yes,
You're not like, okay, you have to pay me this amount of money for me to show up for you. So, and it's important to keep the music moving forward and to keep the entertainment industry going, because it really took a hit last year.
Oh, yeah.
It took a hit last year. And Chris, you, like, trajectory?
In terms of my music.
Yeah.
We
Because
talk
you've been telling us you're releasing something, you're dropping something, you're dropping something. You've been telling me
it's what
that.
artists do.
Yeah.
Why are we victims of that type of situation?
But me, I've not told anyone. You know, this one is more of my family. So,
Yeah, this is Bigpin.
He's been telling us, because now if you tell them that you're on a break, then they're like, why are you on a break?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Nani is singing.
Yeah.
So just let them be there's something, so it's easy on you.
Just say you're working on something.
Just
You're
working on
working
something. You know,
on
that's what
something.
you
Even
But
if-
actually, as an artist, you always are working on something.
You're definitely always working. I mean,
Yeah.
music is not something you can just stop. Like
Yeah.
just say, you know what, I have quit. Now I'm not touching anything to do
Yeah.
music. If you really love music,
Yeah.
it's a passion. You just feel like you always want to be part of the art. I remember even saying this like last time.
Yeah.
You just feel like you want to be there. You want
Yeah.
to create. You feel like you want to be you want to see that. You're just in that creative space. So it's very
Yeah,
hard
you
for
said that. Yeah,
So
true.
definitely
It
music.
it never stops.
Yeah,
It
but
never
just
stops.
at a different pace.
It was just reinventing. You're doing different things. Reinventing yourself, reinventing the brand.
The brand, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Doing what you love, doing it well,
Yes.
doing it, with better knowledge, work with more people,
Mm-hmm.
getting the best experience out of it instead of just focusing on a certain whatever. It's more of the journey, the experience. As you're doing it, how are you doing it, how are you feeling,
Yeah.
who are you working with, You get so that's why I want to break this. See, that's what it's doing. This same thing is doing. It's more of a journey of people.
Of people.
Yeah, exactly.
And who do you guys see like now, the upcoming artists who are not part of your camps? Like who do you think like, wow, that person is doing well? I knew it.
Like, cause I don't really understand much of what he's saying, because it's, you know, like so deep. But the flow is dope. I mean, his cadences are pretty dope. They're fire for a young kid.
He is dope. You know, when I saw his first song, Reform, I was like, no, he's too young
to be doing that.
There's this guy called Slim B. Slim B used to have a gang of young guys. They were doing trap music. Then when they came next to the studio Kanambia, they are changing it into trap. I did not understand it at all. So now Nico states, no, Nabuto's an imba, yeah. I'm like,
Manze, and it's dope, so dope.
That's what I'm saying. That's so
a new
creative.
sound.
Yeah.
So there's so much. They still get it on this, whatever this. And this thing for locking down Kenyan music, as it says that this is so much. What Pena is doing, what Nikita Terrain is doing, what you know. There's so much diversity, and it's all dope. You know, it's really amazing.
And like we said, social media is really helping. Like last time we said, social media.
I definitely feel like there's enough lanes for everyone.
Yeah.
It's just not
That's
how.
why now it's just the support each of us. You know.
Let's just love our music. Like if you genuinely love it, when you speak about it, it should show.
It should show. It should show.
Really show.
It should show.
You're passionate.
Do you feel embraced, like you guys as Kenyan artists, do you feel embraced by Kenyans? Can you say like Kenyans really have embraced our music, have embraced us? Or do you feel like you want more done in terms of fandom, like in, you know?
Answer be sincere.
Okay.
I think there are people who die for Kenyan music. We have fan base who are crazy about us. We've gone to shows, we've seen how they react when they see us. They are for Kenyan music. And we have people who really still need to be convinced
that you're good.
That this Kenyan music is worth being on the shelf with the rest.
And those guys that support you a lot are those ones you find in the hoods.
Yes.
Those are the riders.
Yeah.
But there's a new wave, there's a new shift.
Yeah.
Because now guys don't really need to go to AIM to get a fan base. Akina Scam Cardinali are stars in their hood. It's happening here. Nairobi has been the hardest market. So now guys are getting love from
Exactly.
And then the good thing is the younger generation is embracing it a lot more than, you know, the older generation. Because now with social media, it's like you can push a song, and once you have the you know, the Gen Zs, and you know, you can.
Then you're good because you have your own platform.
You're
in control. I remember us guys never had full control then, because you used to depend on a DJ, or you depend on a
radio airplay.
We are victims. If
was that?
whatever is not playing your song,
Yes, that's all they used to do. Is just what?
So if you didn't have whatever, if your song is not being played on the top stations,
you
if your video is not being played,
nobody knows you.
It
was tight,
on them. So now this has made, like, internet and social media has really made breakthrough.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
it does.
And I keep saying this is like one of the biggest meanings of like music.
You do feel embraced because he was like, you feel.
I feel embraced because I look for the people who embrace me.
That's a good one.
So if you don't embrace me, then I won't embrace you.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, that's your thing, and I don't expect everyone to like me anyway. So if you embrace me, then I'll be. If you don't embrace me, it's cool. You know, everyone has
you don't have to like my music.
Just doing my thing. You know, they call me Bigpin.
But what do you think is where do you think we missed the mark? Like as Kenyan.
What do you mean miss the mark? I don't like that word, miss the mark.
Okay, like what do you feel? Because you know, like Nigerian music is like all over the place. You know.
No, you think so?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Like in Kenya?
In Kenya, it still is. Come on, how many people
It
listen
depends
to
on
them?
where you go.
Yeah.
Oh, so where you go?
But you don't feel like it is?
But Nigerian music, no, it's
I feel like
it's there, but at least
it's
the
low.
levels
Yeah, I
have
feel
been
like it's more.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear no maybe
Because I
because
mean,
we have
the
more- we are
piano
getting-
has come out now.
Yeah, we're
like-
getting space on.
But it's never left the scene. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no,
it can never leave the scene.
Yeah, it's never left. It's there.
It's definitely
It's there. Yeah.
So
it's
it
there.
can't die.
Yeah, yeah.
but
Okay,
it's
not to the
way-
levels that it was,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's still there. But I'm saying, like us, why did it take? Why did it take so long for Kenyan music to reach where it's going or where it has? What do you think?
Maybe
That's what I'm saying by
structures.
miss the mark.
Or Mr. Bag, maybe I can just say structure. Basically, just structure, because we were almost at the same level in Nigeria then, or even way
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
even before I can say, at some point, if I'm not wrong. But what we missed again was, as I said, the structure. We didn't have. We went. Oh, we've gone off topic. Eh?
I was gonna ask you when do we wrap it up because we are.
So Naiboi, like you know Bigpin differently. What do you admire the most about him?
His humility, like I think he's humble, and he's genuine. Like there's no, like the version he's giving is the only version that exists. That's how I feel, you know.
With him, what you see is what you
I
get.
think what you see, what you get, and just his presence around my son, like my son is safe around him. Like, Bigpin, are you staying tonight? As in already in the show, the type of person he is also to my son.
Yeah.
And he's a badass cook, and we love to eat.
Ah,
About us what?
cool. That's something
That's
very
what
cool. Yes. Yes.
So,
for us.
and we love to eat. So as it is an all-round type of person.
Oh, nice.
And creativity, yake people do. So when I'm discussing something with him, as in I know I'm gonna learn something too.
Oh.
Plus remember, he's been in this game for a long time than I am. Achieving exactly more than I am. So I'm still learning through his experience.
Nice. And Chris, I'll pose the same question to you. What do you admire most about Naiboi?
One is his. I generally like chill people. Fresh, I think you know.
Yeah.
So I always feel like someone who's chill is more observant and more keen and really thinks about other people. You know, it's like I think like I'm a tone guy. If you talk to me in a certain tone, I feel warm. If you come yelling, I feel like this person looks like they're too whatever. So I've been sort of edgy. But there's a certain tone I just feel like even from the first day we met, it's like there's nothing. It's just how it is. This is me. This is how I am. You know, let's do this. And there's no anything else. There's no this is whatever. So even we said after we reconnected, it was just the same thing. It's just and then the respect we have and when we talk about respect, it's just in terms of what we talk about. You know, respect is what you guys converse in. What like what you guys talk about. You know, you guys talk about weird things. There's no
respect.
between you know. So it's like that's what I'm saying. We've thought about good background of how there's certain things how we value art. So you know how you can just enter someone's house and something.
Yeah.
We have a lot of that in common. So I feel comfortable in that space we get.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a homely guy, like whatever. So that space is really dope for me. I like to cook, as you see.
Yeah.
So it's really that space is really perfect for me. You see.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of space nobody has. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's really dope.
And I mean, artists, let's not even go there.
Yeah.
The numbers speak for themselves.
The numbers.
You know, the
So there's
numbers speak for
mutual
themselves.
respect. There's
Yeah,
mutual
definitely.
Thank
You
you
know,
so much,
whatever.
Naiboi, for
Thank
being
you.
on the table today. We appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much
Thank you
for
for
having me.
having us. Is there anything you want to tell the people before we go?
I look at you guys as the people.
The people.
Yeah, I just would like to say to the fans, thank you so much for the continuous support. Even when we go astray, you're still there to ride with us. So let's keep the love going. To my fans, my EP is dropping soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To my family, thank you for keeping me grounded.